Alright guys, this is going to be kind of a long video. I'm going to do something on my channel that I don't normally do. I'm going to upload this Let's Play incomplete. I mean, the game has 21 levels, so you're getting all the levels. But I don't think I'll be able to beat this boss. If I tried for like weeks and weeks and weeks, I could probably do it. But I have at least 80, probably more, vehicle-based or vehicle combat Let's Plays I want to do. I don't want to get hung up on this right here. I think I'll be doing vehicle Let's Plays all throughout 2023. It's only December of 2022 right now. So I figure as long as I give you guys as much information as possible about this right here. I gave a lot of commentary and information in videos 1 through 6, and gave you a lot of information that the game facts doesn't really explain, and the other person on YouTube who Let's Play this game, he does no commentary, so he doesn't really explain anything either. You just watch him play. So I'll give you guys enough information. I'm giving you guys information now, and I think it doesn't matter if I beat the mission or not. You want to watch the ending? Watch it on someone else's channel. And yeah, that's about it. But I'm not gonna make it a habit of leaving Let's Plays incomplete. You know, but if I have to, you know, while doing these, if I feel like I have to while doing these vehicle games, then I'll do it. Now, when this whole phase of mine is done with this whole, you know, Let's Playing of vehicle games, vehicle combat games, then it'll stop. When I get back to doing adventure games and stuff like that, I'm not going to be doing Let's Plays and then giving up on the last level. I'm not, unless it's like a game that's like unusually difficult and I managed to get to the final boss or whatever. But I don't want that to happen at all. I don't want that to happen. The only other time I've done this is for a Let's Play I did like 11 years ago called Galleon, and with that one, it was less than 11 years ago. In Galleon, there was a certain puzzle I got frustrated with, so I kind of stopped the video, figured it out, and I continued. But I didn't record how I did the puzzle, and I didn't explain it. But again, I will not make that a habit. And I got some more talking to do during this video and after this video. Let's go. Although an investigation of the holy ground is yet to be conducted, it appears that a device called the Stillness has been concealed there. This device is vital to our research. We have received a request that the highest priority be given to its excavation. Investigate the energy reactions and pinpoint the stillness. This will be your last mission. Don't leave any loose ends. Alright. Although in this mission you're going to take a lot of, maybe you will, who knows, but you're going to take a lot of water pressure damage. So I'm going to put this right here. This doesn't do much though, not for this mission, which is kind of frustrating. Square shield, reinforced designed to withstand intense water pressure, stress reduction level at maximum depths 50%. And what sucks is there's a lot of areas in this game we have to go under, and you have to go through these little tunnels and stuff. And it's crazy because you're taking water damage, and as you bump into stuff, because you're going to bump into stuff, you know, unless you're just insanely good with your handling and stuff like that. But you know, you might be a better gamer than me. So if that's the case, you're going to be taking double damage from the water pressure and from whatever bumps that you hit. Now I've managed to get pretty good at not taking too much damage, but even when you're not taking damage from bumps, you're constantly taking damage from water pressure. Not constantly, but when you're in the tunnels, you are. You'll see what I mean. You'll see. That's it. And on top of that, this boss gives you no no health packs. Excuse me. I'm not sure how it is on normal, but it's because I'm playing it on easy. So if it's tough on normal, it might be kind of tough on easy as well. If it's tough on easy, it might be kind of tough on normal and hard as well. Well, let's get started. And if this doesn't work, then the next time I'll use a different shield. But this part right here really got me. Like I found this really annoying, just collecting all these things. But it wasn't too bad though. It wasn't too bad. It was actually kind of relaxing. Next one is over here, I believe. But yeah, like the real nail in the coffin, the real whatever you want to call it, the real extra slap to the face is the fact that there's no health packs. None that I could find. And I think the game kind of teases you anyway because like before the boss battle, you have a chance to just wander around and just look for stuff. I'll show it to you. Took damage. And watch, even though I have my shield equipped, I'm still gonna take water pressure damage. See? Whenever you see the screen blink like that, it just goes. It'll blink and it'll make that noise right there. Water pressure damage. Even though I have my shield. Watch this. See? So you take water pressure damage no matter what. More. See? Even more. There's cheap shot after cheap shot after cheap shot. And again, I wouldn't mind this right here if you got at least one health pack, like either before or the boss battle or whatever. But you don't. And the thing is, I'm only stuck on one part of this mission, and that's the boss battle. That's the part I'm stuck on. Everything else I can get past. I can find these artifacts. I can defeat the shark enemy or whatever he is, the little hammerhead submarine. It's just when it comes to dodging the final boss's attacks, I have trouble with that. And this part really gets me. Like this part, I have a little trouble with not taking damage during this part right here. Not here, but in this tunnel. More water damage from more pressure damage. Come on, let's go. See, I had a pretty decent amount of health before I came in down here, but this last part, like this is really the cherry on top. This last part, you just take damage just for no reason. And then as an extra smack in the face, you gotta fight an enemy who was faster than you. He's faster and he's a pain in the neck to kill. You should know your place. This guy is just... Sometimes you may catch a break. You get a few shots on him real quick. But he's pretty annoying. I mean, granted, his attacks don't do much damage. But they will add up. If you're not careful, his attacks will add up. And be careful with tailing him. Be careful with tailing him, because he'll sometimes shoot some stuff out of his rear that can do damage to you. I think he does. This gets annoying, but the best thing, it's nothing good about a paralyzed attack, but the best thing about that paralyzed attack is he doesn't damage you. He'll paralyze you and he won't take advantage and shoot you. So that's a good thing, as long as you're fast enough to move once you're free. So where'd he go? Good grief. Alright. I think my biggest accomplishment... See, I still have decent health. And that's my biggest accomplishment right there. Just managing to keep... at least for this mission. My biggest accomplishment is just managing to keep a decent amount of health. It's just this boss, if you're not good with your dodging, then he, whatever this thing is going to eat your health. Eat it like a freaking Lunchable. And see, this is the most frustrating part because I can initiate the boss battle whenever I want, or I can look for treasure. But no matter no matter how much looking you do, you're not gonna find any health. Maybe on normal or hard or something like that, there's health, but on easy, I haven't been able to find any health at all. See, there's treasure right there. There's treasure right there. There's a few more areas with treasure. Where there's treasure, but and who knows? Maybe I'll beat the boss. Who knows? But I'm not planning. I'm not expecting to. I'm still gonna try. I want to try it as hard as I can. All right, here we go. The Chronos should retreat. I wish I could retreat. Oh, good grief. Shoot. And then you gotta do is keep moving. Keep moving. Give me a second. My hands are sweating. Gotta dry off my controller. Okay. Let's go. Alrighty. Shoot. My biggest enemy in this mission is myself, because I'm actually doing a lot better than I thought I would do. My biggest enemy is myself, because I keep ramming into that thing or bumping into the sides, and that's really what's killing me. I think I did more damage to myself than the enemy did. But let's try again. If I can't beat it after this, I give up. Now, whether I fail or succeed, I will try on and off throughout the coming weeks and months, in between Let's Plays, to maybe try and beat that boss. I'll try for at least a good 2 or 3 months. Then I'll just give up and I'll leave the Let's Play as is on my channel. There's something here. What is it? What's this? Dry shield. So I'll go back to this one right here. Hexagonal shield, armor parts, employed by the Guardians of Promethea, a layer that resembles organic skin. That doesn't say anything. What kind of statistical upgrades or statistical advantages does it offer me? That's the thing. This game, it tells you what the stuff is, but it doesn't really tell you how to use it and like what's it really good for, stuff like that. Surrounds the ship with tiny bubbles, inducing incredible. Surrounds the ship with tiny bubbles, inducing an incredibly high speed. The ship. The enemy sustains damage from being thrown around. I'm guessing maybe for like missions where it's where you're in close proximity of the enemy, like and the missions where you're underground and you have to go through tunnels and stuff like that. I'm guessing if you activate this, any ship that bumps into you, because I do a lot of bumping into enemy ships. I'm guessing if someone bumps into you, their ship, they'll lose control of their ship or something like that. I don't know how that's useful. But let's try this right here. Because surrounds a ship with tiny bubbles, inducing an incredibly high speed. Why would it make the enemy ship go faster? I don't. I'm gonna try it out and see what happens. I want to use my atomic bomb or my bomb, but I want to use that for like the final blow to the end to the boss. But I don't think I'm going to make it to his final form, because once you destroy all the antennas, he has another form where he kind of splits into pieces, and you can shoot inside of him, inside of it, whatever. But we'll see. I'm gonna give it another shot, and that's it. Let's see, gravity boost. Oh, this thing right here. Yeah, that's just a boost. It doesn't do anything. It's not really good for much. Well, I guess it's good for like getting away from enemies. Like if you want to just like just get away from an enemy real quick, or a group of enemies, it's probably good for that. But I should have stuck with the atomic bomb that I had. But oh well. Oh well. Yeah, apparently this race of aliens or whatever, they came to I'm guessing this is Earth. through a Stargate, which is kind of neat. Let's see. How will the remains of the civilization that we leave be handled by the natives? I guess they're trying to say the aliens built the pyramids or something. I guess the other armor I had, maybe it was helping out a little bit. I just couldn't tell. Or maybe I was probably too frustrated to tell. Or maybe it wasn't helping out at all. Who knows? Choose to remain on this island. I think I'm doing worse on health now than I did in my previous attempt. But it doesn't matter. guess to make this battle easier, I could use the. I have some torpedoes that freeze enemies into place or in place. I wonder if those will work on him. But even still, like this guy isn't really my issue. My issue is the final boss. That's where I'm really stuck at. Dodging its laser attacks from its antennas. Yikes. Yeah, that's the attack I was talking about. I think that he fires behind him. That attack that freezes enemies in place. Got him once. Sometimes I beat this level, I beat this guy with no problem. Other times I have issues, like here. So this will probably be over with quick. My health is very low, and I don't see myself winning. All right, that's it. Hmm. I'll be right back. Alright, guys, sit back and listen or just leave. Um, I don't have nothing to prove. Uh, when I started my channel and started Let's Playing, I was just trying to Let's Play games that didn't have too many Let's Plays or walkthroughs on YouTube. So, I don't really feel bad about about not defeating the final boss and just giving up, because I provided enough info, and yeah, this I think the only other playthrough or let's play of this game on YouTube, aside from a long play by someone, and he does no commentary at all. So I've given some info, I'll give some commentary, and maybe I'll record some of the other levels in that commentary. I'm not sure yet. But yeah, that's also why I play it on easy. I don't have nothing to prove, and also, like, I don't want to have to delete all of these videos and not upload it just from one boss, especially from a vehicle game, because my channel isn't really about vehicle games. Although when I'm done, I hope to have the most vehicle combat let's plays on YouTube. But I've given information. I've some useful information, and I've played the game all the way up to this 21st level, or to the final level. So yeah, I want to give some more info real quick. The people that developed this game, well, hang on a second. In 1993, Irene, or IREM, however you want to call it, IREM. They're the ones that developed, that published this game. But in 1993, they published and developed a side-scroller shooter arcade. Let's see, in 1993, a scrolling arcade, and In the Hunt. Yeah, this game is supposedly a sequel to that game, like a spiritual sequel or whatever. In the Hunt is a 1993 side-scrolling shooter arcade game developed and published by IREM. Versions for the PlayStation, Sega Saturn, and PC were also released. The player assumes control of the Granvia, a submarine tasked with overthrowing the Dark Anarchy Society before they activate their doomsday device. Gameplay involves shooting enemies, collecting power-up items, and avoiding collision with projectiles. It ran on the IREM M92 hardware. Yeah, because a lot of people say this game is a sequel to that game, and it probably is. IREM developed and published, In the Hunt. But for this game right here, this particular game, Sub Rebellion, was published by IREM, but developed by Ratchin, RACJIN. Although they probably developed it together. And yeah, Ratchin, they make a lot of good games. Let's see here. Sealed Heat, Bleach Blade Battlers, Bomberman 64, Bomberland 2, Bomberland 3, Bomberland PSP, Bomberman Land 2, Bomberman 3, Bomberland PSP, Bomberland DS, Bomberland Wii, Bomberman Card. But they also developed Full Metal Alchemist and the Broken Angel, which is a PS2 game, and the sequel, Full Metal Alchemist 2: Curse of the Crimson Elixir. Some of my favorite beat 'em ups on the PS2. And also Full Metal Alchemist 3, which you never got over here in America. They developed Naruto Uzumaki Chronicles, R-Type, and R-Type 2, which are really popular side scrollers, and Trap Gunner. Yeah, so they've made a few good games, or games that I'm familiar with, and games that I have. Wizardry, Tale of the Forsaken Land. That's another good one. I have that game right there. The other publisher is Metro 3D. I have some of their games as well for the PS2. They got a lot of games here. Dark Angel, Vampire Apocalypse. I had that game. Kingsfield 4, the European version. Okay. But yeah. The thing about IREM, they only have 5 games published for the PS2. One of them is Disaster Report, and that's like a totally unique game. Like, it's like a survival horror game, but instead of actual monsters as horror, it's elements. It's just like a disaster simulator or something. Like, just earthquakes, and you have to get out of the city, and stuff's falling everywhere and stuff like that. And that can be kind of horrifying, But there's nothing quite like it on the PS2. So that's one right there. Raw Danger is similar to that, but this one, the city's flooded, and you have to get out of the flooded city. So yeah, they're kind of like natural disaster simulators, if that's even a thing. So yeah, they publish really unique games, and also they published a game called Steambot Chronicles, one of my favorite games. It's the only game that I know of, the only one I know of, the only open world open world mech game that I know of, even to this day. Like, why are there no open world mech games where you can just go wherever you want to go? Maybe there's some on the PC, but I can't think of any on console. From the sixth generation to the seventh to the eighth, there's mech games, but none of them are open world. And those three, and this one right here, this is one that they developed, or published Sub Rebellion. They were actually working on a Steamboat Chronicles 3, no, sorry, Part 2 for the PS3, but there was an earthquake, I think in China or somewhere. I forgot where, but there was an earthquake in a certain part of Asia or wherever, and their studio was there, so they lost everything, I guess. Some of them probably even lost their lives. So, you know, I like to think that if their studio was still around or something, maybe we could have got another game like this. I think it's just me just thinking here. I think one of the reasons why this game is so punishing, or seemingly punishing, or tough, maybe the developers knew that, like, maybe they knew they wouldn't get a chance to make another game or something. Because I like to think that, like, if they knew they could make another game, or if they were planning another game, maybe this game wouldn't be so rough as it is. Maybe there, be room for it to evolve and to have some certain things polished. Maybe, who knows? I mean, that's just how I think. It makes no sense. But yeah, it's just I don't know. For a long time, I've been kind of afraid to play this game, especially to let's play it, because it's like, oh man, like I just kind of worry about let's playing, because I was like, man, like I just kind of had a sort of a feeling it was going to be kind of an annoying game, but still kind of interesting. But I just had a feeling that it was going to require more time than I'd be willing to give it when I finally got around to it. And that was the case. Because when I first tried to let's play this game, I gave up after like mission 7. It was just too overwhelming. But as I played it more and got used to it, it was good. And I'm glad I did, because I must say this is one of the most, I wouldn't say the best. It's up there with probably one of the best shooters I've played. Only for the simple fact that how unique it is. This game, I don't know. It's a certain. I don't know. I like shooters that change it up. Like I love, like, one of my favorite games is Damnation, because it's a third person shooter, but there's more ways to progress in the level than just straight ahead. Because most shooters is just point A to point B. You can't really go up, down, diagonal, or whatever. And Damnation, like, you can, like, if someone's shooting at you, you can run and jump off a ledge and and swing down to, like, the ground or whatever, and or climb up to a higher surface and run from. You can actually change the firefight, the angles and stuff like that. And I also like Ghost in the Shell for the PS2, because, like, you get a lot of movement. Like, I like third person shooters where I like all of them, but most of them I particularly like the ones that give you space to move around. Like, in a lot of third person shooters, you can't even jump. Some of them you can't even crouch. So I like games that do things a little differently. And this game right here, I was just really feeling. I'm really digging the game and the gameplay, and I wish there was a follow up to this game, or I wish there was more like it. Even though it's frustrating, it's still a really interesting way to play a third person shooter. It's just I don't know. It's one of the most immersive games I've ever played, next to I guess Winback, because I don't believe in music. I don't believe music provides immersion. I think that's a lie. I like sound effects. I like atmosphere. I mean, music doesn't provide atmosphere, in my opinion. And yeah, this game, like, just when you're underwater and you hear all the sound effects, the bubbles from the water, all this stuff, the beeps, the boops, the guns being fired off. I like it. It's almost like in like like an alien feel, like an otherworldly feel. Like, I don't know how to put it, but I like games that like transport me, to like to gives you the feeling that like I'm in like you know another space, and like underwater it's kind of like being almost like being in space, just with noise, and you got all the sound effects, and all the gun sound effects and torpedo sound effects, and that's what I like. I don't like that music stuff. The music for this game is actually pretty good. I've listened to some of it on a Let's Play on YouTube, so it has decent music. But I love immersion. I love sound effects. I love all that other stuff, and yeah, it's just a really interesting way to play a shooter. And I know it sounds weird, but there's not many like it. Like, the only thing I can think of is there's a game called Forsaken for the N64, where you play as this I guess this guy in a ship or whatever, and yeah, you just it's first person, and you have a ship, and you just fly around shooting things. And I don't think you can switch perspectives either. I'm not quite sure. It's a game that I stole, but when I stole it and played it, I didn't really get it, so I never actually really played it. But yeah, this game is it's really good. Even though I can't beat the final mission, I'm gonna spend a few more days at it, and if I can do it, then I'll come back and do it. But what I want to do is I want to grind a little bit in some of the older levels and see if I can get some more weapons, because I'm missing a shotgun and something called the Medusa head cannon. So I'll try that stuff out right there. I'll see if I can't unlock those things, and that's about it. I have at least 80, if not more, Let's Plays I need to do, so I can't be spending too much time on this game. I've already spent over 2 weeks on it, so that's enough. I got to move on, and I'll see you guys for my next Let's Play, which will be either I don't know. So it's going to be between either Rain of Fire, not Rain of Fire. Yeah, either Rain of Fire, Spy Hunter Nowhere to Run, The Italian Job, Defender, or Star Trek Encounters. I would like to do both, but I would like to do all of them, but who knows? It'll be between one of those games right there, and I'm going to be stuck on vehicle combat games, or let's playing vehicle combat games for a long time. But yeah, until next time, you guys, take care, be safe. This is Quiz with Eyes on the Novel signing out. I'll let you know if I can finish this or not, or beat the game or not. But it's kind of pointless, because today is when you guys see this, it'll probably be like months from now, because I'm going to upload these all. I want to do a mass uploading where I do at least 50 or so uploads at one time. But first I have to complete the games. Today is Friday, December 2nd, 2022, 10:26 p.m. So when you guys see this, or whoever sees it, it'll be months from now, probably in April or so. But yeah, guys, take care, be safe, have your holidays, I guess, and I'll see you for my next Let's Play.